The Kingdom of Lesotho, some call it the mountain kingdom in the sky. I call it home. While it is filled with natural beauty and rich in resources, it is one of the least developed countries in the world. In September 2000, the United Nations assembled the largest gathering of world leaders in history to adopt the United Nations Millennium Declaration, committing their nations to a global partnership to reduce extreme poverty, and set out a series of time-bound targets with a deadline of 2015 that had become known as the Millennium Development Goals. The government of Lesotho committed to achieving these goals, which were aimed to address extreme poverty, hunger, lack of adequate shelter, and exclusion while promoting gender equality, education, and environmental sustainability. The United Nations has been working with Lesotho ever since to achieve these goals by 2015. My name is Tsepo Mohai. The deadline to these MDGs has come. Join me as I travel the length and breadth of Lesotho to see some of the interventions supported by the United Nations. I'll be asking whether we're on or off track on each of the MDGs, what are the challenges, and what we should focus on in the post-2015 agenda.
The United Nations is very much committed to supporting the government of Lesotho to achieve its Millennium Development Goals. And we do this in many different ways. One of the ways is to be the donor facilitator, in which we coordinate not only with the UN agencies but also the development partners to be involved in the various sectors of work, which could be water, health, mining. There are many in development. And we also work together in order to understand what is the status of any particular sector. So if we know that there are some weaknesses and perhaps some extra technical assistance is required, we can bring in experts.
UNDP is the designated scorekeeper of the MDGs within the UN system. It provides technical assistance to scale up development strategies for the achievement of MDGs. For instance, recently, UNDP collaborated with WHO and other stakeholders to develop a MDG acceleration framework to address issues of maternal mortality. UNDP works to bring out the synergies between all the MDGs through a process of consultation, coordination, and collaboration. In this process, we also contribute or support development of policies, building capacities at the national level, and are in the forefront of building partnerships, whether with civil society, the private sector, and other development partners in the achievement of MDGs.
Eradicating extreme poverty and hunger is one of the biggest challenges in Lesotho. As of 2013, half of the population has been living under the poverty line. Thousands of people in Lesotho cannot afford to buy food. Food and Agriculture Organization are working with the government in implementing this pilot project in Berea, where they're helping a local farmer grow seeds. These seeds will be sold to smaller farmers across Lesotho so that they can feed their communities. We went to Berea to find out more.
tlhahiso ya peo e ne le o mong wa merero eo e feo eo e etsang e le hore ka thusa dihwai tse tshwanang le yena e le hore ba ka hlahisa peo, mme ka morao ba hlahise peo sepheo ne le hore ba tla e rekisa, mme ha ba rekisitse seo se bolela hore ba tla ba le tjhelete be ba e sebedisa bakeng sa ditlhoko tsa malapa a bona ha isana le bohle ba amanang le bona.
FAO le ka la temo le la qala pele ka ho fana ka dithupelo ho bosupisi, ka morao ho fana ka dithupelo ho bosupisi ba tla ba fana ka dithupelo ho bahlahisi bana ba peo e le hore ba tla ba tsebe hore na tlhahisong ena peo ba tla nna ho etsang ba se ba etsang e tetse ho atleha.
Ka merero e tshwanang le yona ena ya tlhahiso ya peo e tla etsa hore bofuma bo fokotsehe. Tabeng ya bobedi hape ho na le merero e menyekang temo e baballang mobu le mongobo e etswa ka mekgwa e fapafapaneng. E meng ya mekgwa e etsuwang ka yona ke mekgwa ya theko e tlase haholo, mme seo se bolela gore motho e mong le e mong e sita le motho ya dikujwana di mahetleng a ka kgona gore a qetelle a itlhaisitse dijo mme a na le seo a ka se jang e le gore go na le merero e seng e ntse e tswela pele mohlomong e le methating ya go qetela e ntseng e reretswe gore e etse gore bofuma bo be tlase mo batho ba phelang teng.
So ka morago go kopane le FAO le government ba le ba o thusa bang gore o hlahise peo e ngata?
Ntate ba re thusitse ka gore re fumane dithupelo ya bohlokwa ene le dithupelo ba ka motlalo go bene re tseba re hupetswe re hlile re ke ga tseba go hlahisa peo. Go hlahisa peo ke ha se mosebetsi o bobebe fela motho e mong le mong wa sa o iaetse. O tlameha o be le dithupelo nako le nako re bontshwa gona peo re tlebe ke peo e tlameha e qala ho kae e fella ho kae.
Another successful intervention implemented by the government in eradicating extreme poverty is the Child Grants Program, supported by UNICEF and European Union. I am in Kilwane Community Council together with UNICEF to see the Child Grants Program in action and also to hear from the beneficiaries what impact this program has had on their lives.
The Child Grant Program is a cash transfer program which is directed to vulnerable households. It is funded by the European Union with the technical implementation by UNICEF and in collaboration with the Ministry of Social Development, which is the ministry leading the whole process of implementation.
We currently have a little bit over 24,000 households. But our aim is to reach 25,000 by the end of this year. We have so many challenges. If you look at the way our country is mountainous, and there are so many rivers to cross at times and during rainy seasons, and this makes it difficult for us to get to the villages, especially on pay days. We have our beneficiaries who have to travel for very, very long distances, in order to get to the payment side.
An impact evaluation was conducted through the Oxford Policy Management, and it has shown several impacts in terms of improving livelihoods of households, in terms of improving their food security, because most of the resources are utilized for consumption, more than 60%. It has shown impacts on education, particularly access to education, because households are using their money to buy clothes for their children and also to buy school materials. It has helped. It has impacts on communities, like the community dynamics. And another evidence study showed that the Child Grant Program creates a multiplying effect in the local economy of each community benefiting from the program.
Well, I think this is the achievement that UNICEF reiterates is a part of our contribution. We have been working with government, we work with other partners, and I could say the Child Grants Program is a paramount success.
Ka mogao go mokgatlo o tlentate ke la ga bona pheto e bang teng go gona batho go banne motho no o gona hore o bona gore tlhoko ya bana ya sekolo e lenye kgolo ka hare ho dintho tsohle e finyeletse ka mogao go mono o gona hore o bona hore bana ba ya ja
mokgatlo wa go thusa holo ka nnete e ka o ka ganela holo modimo o atla o matlafatse modimo wa tleng se mokgatlo.
The mandate of UNICEF is to advocate for the Convention on the Rights of the Child. This is for the provision of essential basic services for children to promote their full development and participation in the society. This is essentially the mandate of UNICEF.
72.9% of youth live in the rural areas. UNICEF is conducting a study to determine how many herd boys there are, but the number is high. Many of them cannot go to school.
Kana kung jwale ha o keteletse o lo bolela ha e mane no re le ke pateletse ke mashudu jwale kgola le be lo bolela ga banne ka nna go ena ntsa dija
ke la ka qholotsa ke go bona badisana ba sebediswa hampe hona ho etsala hore kana go tse ding bahiri ba bona ba qobelle ho utswa diphoofolo tsa batho ba bang ha ba se ba di utswitse ha se tsa bona ke tsa benghadi jwale ntwana ne nkutlisa bohloko ka mora ho mona ho tshwarwa bo mang badisana ba otlwa ba ya toronkong motho ba utswitse diphoofolo tseo ba sa ikutsetsang tsona tseo ba neng ba laetswe ntwana e la nkutlisa bohloko hobane ke bona ba sebediswa hampe jwale ka rata hore ba kene sekolo ba be le tsebo le bona ba be le kgethollo ya botle le bobe le hore ba se ke ba sebediswa hampe.
Good Shepherd is one of our NGO partners, and with them we support them with 3 activities. One is they have several learning posts for herd boys in the Semonkong Marakabe area, so we support them for that. They also have activities that help teenage mothers in their education, be it literacy or primary education. And we also support them with an ECD center where they have a bit over 100 little children which receive ECD schooling there, which will prepare them better, as I said before, for primary education later on.
UNICEF ile ga thusa ka tšhelete mme ga se ba go rekela bana dibuka
ke nahana hore hle ke ukwa ke batla hore kana kungwe nka fumana ke le teacher jwalo ka batho ba bang ba ntse ba ruta batho ke batla ifumana ke le boemong bono no ntate
bophelo mo hana le go fumana go motho ha go tei ga ka bo sa feleng o fumana ka dithutong ka mona wa felela empa ka matsohong wa tshwa ile ke ga ta batla motsibi ka positive sene se go thusa ka ntho tsena ka mosebetsi ona matsoho ya ga ta kgona go etsa ntho tseno.
What we think is that we only reach with our learning centers now about 10% of the herd boys. So it would be critical to have more funding so that we can open more herd boy centers and we can reach more of them to empower them with reading, writing and counting.
Thousands of children across Lesotho cannot afford to bring their own food to the schools, and this affects their education.
In Lesotho, education is highly valued. Parents would like to take their children to school. And with that, coupled with the food that is provided in school, we know that enrollment is also very high. It is 90%.
From the outskirts of Maseru to the villages deep in the mountains, we are following WFP to see the impact of their school feeding scheme.
Bafepi kana sa fihle ka nako. Kana go ba fihla morao haholo bana ba se ba lapile. Kana go dijo di ya khalana tseleng jolo ka bana ba phela hae ba di khanne ka dikiribai. Jwale ebe ba dia fufla sekolong. Jwale bana ba ikukala go ba tla ja ka mora nako e ba tlaetseng ho ja ka yona.
Le WFP tla mona re ne re sokola haholo bane ka nako tse di re ne re sa je hantle jolo ka ona tjena. Ka ntse ne re sokola haholo le ka dihlopheng re sa ithuti hantle ke taba ene re tshwere.
We are also contributing to the micronutrients deficiency, which is malnutrition. Now, this is a bit difficult to measure, but we are hoping that in the coming month we'll be able to really look into the problem and show that to show how we are achieving the results.
Tabe motho ka ba e supa ile ntlafalo e kgolo ke hore ibile mofuteng ona o motjha ho teng ntho bitswang lesheleshele e tsela ho kgatlametsa holo bana bao ba ka tloang hae ba sa ja letho ile ho bana go sena dijo hae jole tabene etsa hore pele ngwana a kena ka sekopeng a tswela pele ka boithuto a ba a hafeditse le hae se ka ba ka lesheleshele leno e ba jwale re bone le ka ditlelasomong ka mona ruri mosebetsi wa rona wa ho ruta o bebe o fala ha o ruta motho ya jileng.
When poverty is increasing, also the demand goes up. We have all these children who, if they cannot eat at home, then they have to eat at school. And the question is, what if the school feeding program is not there?
Lesotho is a highly patriarchal society, though females surpass males in secondary and tertiary education. Female participation in formal employment has also increased. We went to Korokoro to see UNFPA working together with the government to reduce the gender gap.
The UNFPA's overall mandate is access to reproductive health and access to reproductive rights and sexual rights, working through empowering women and young girls, adolescents, and also looking at the population dynamics and also gender equality, making sure that everybody is have equal rights within the country.
We visited Medical Aid to hear about their policy work.
Na le moralo kapa policy e sentse le teng kapa ke draft policy ya 2014 ho fihlella ho 2024 eo re lebeletseng hore e tla tsamaya ka dilemo tsena tse 10 mme policy ena ya rona ya 2003 ine ena le dintlha tse ne di hlwaile ka hara yona ile dintlha tsa tshebetso mme ke bontshe hore ine ipapisitse haholo le tokomane ya matjhaba ya Beijing Platform for Action. Mme hona tjena re ile ra sheba ha re hlahloba hore na re ka entshetsa pele jwang mme yona ena e kereng e ntjha haholo e re ntse re sebetsana le yona ipapisitse le tokomane ya rona ya SADC ya Agenda and Development Protocol.
I think when we document good practices, we can make sure that we roll them out in our communities and make use of them. We also need to make people aware that this is our fight. It is our fight, and it is not a woman's fight. It is a man and male fight. Therefore, we need to engage men.
We went to Roma to see the impact of the LPPA program of contraception and family planning with the support of World Health Organization and UNFPA.
Ke dikopo le thabisi ke sebetsa Lesotho Planned Parenthood Association ke le mo ke teng jwale mona re disitse ditshebeletso go tla sebeletsa bomme ba ba tswetse le bomme semba tswetse ba ntse ba le dilemong tsa o pele go ba thusa ka di thibela pele tsa mahala.
The WHO's responsibility on MDG4 is to make sure that child mortality is reduced, and it does that by ensuring that there are guidelines which countries have to adopt in order to guide the implementation of interventions, high impact interventions related to child mortality.
Ke moponi Phatshwane monana ke tle go tlotla ke thekong ya malapa ntate.
Ne kopa go botsa gore na mona go mona pele LPPA mathata ne le kopana lona le le bomme ba boemong ba hao tsenana ine le afetse.
Pele LPPA e tla mona go mana ga fumana mathata gore re tlatlamisa ka segahla go bane ne ga hlola gore ba bangata o fumana gore ha rena tšhelete tsa go ya di-private-eng re lo thibela theko ena malapa. Jwale mona e sa le ba teng re fumane monyetla hore bana ga ba etse ka re rerile re le lelapa se ke ka hlahlamisa ngwana ka mora selemo.
According to the latest MDG status report, maternal health is off track. For every 32 women giving birth, 1 will die during pregnancy and childbirth-related complications. We've come to the village of Mount Morosi to visit St. Matthew's Health Center to see how World Health Organization is supporting Ministry of Health to confront challenges associated with maternal health.
Lesotho has got a high maternal mortality of 1,155 per 100,000, and that is based on the Lesotho Demographic Health Survey. We have together with other partners, we have institutionalized maternal death reviews, meaning we make sure that we review every death of a mother when it happens within the facilities. But we have not moved a step to find the causes of death of a pregnant mother at community level.
Bakhatshane ba pepela hae ka taba ya hore ba bang ba tshwahole ha ba kgone ho tla ka mona ka maoto ha mahla ba qala, ba bang ba pepela hae ka taba ya hore ka mona clinicing ha re so kgone ho ba phela, so ha ba tle ka mona ba tla re o betile ba pepele hae because ba tseba hore ba tla sokola nako e nka taba ya dijo. Hape e nngwe ke ya hore community ha so tsebe bohlokwa hore o pepela clinicing o bohlokwa jwang, so ba tla hore le baoki le fe community information on the importance ya o pepela clinicing.
Mokgashane o ikutlwa e le bosiu o sitwe hore na o ya kae ho o fumane thuso. Beng ba dikoloi ba ya hana ba re tsela e mpe a kekenga tsamaya le bosiu hobane tsela e le mpe. Jwale ba isihlolela ha tsela mona jwale ba fumane mathata ho no sa hlokahale ho ibe a ka ba le bothata.
Ke tlile clinicing hantle ka enta le bo di-TT ho ngwana ka atlas ke a hlana le tsitsipano le hore ke ne ke sena bo seso seno se sengata seno.
I think we need to support ministry to provide comprehensive services. We should not have fragmented interventions or services, but if we have comprehensive services, that will actually be cost effective and will also avoid
mokgatlo wa AIDS wa matjhaba a kopaneng UNAIDS e behile dipehelo tse ntjha tseo dinaha di kgothaletswang ho di phethahatsa pele kapa ka selemo sa 2030. Ho hlahlobela lefu lena ho tla re thusa hore re tsebe hore na re le naha re bile le katleho mabapi le ho fihlela e nngwe ya dipehelo tsa mongwahakgolo MDGs ya ho fokotsa sekgahla sa tshwaetso kapa tjhe.
UNAIDS is the Joint United Nations Program on HIV and AIDS that inspires the whole world to around HIV and AIDS issues and to ensure that there is universal access to prevention, to treatment and care. UNAIDS inspires the whole world to achieve the vision of 0 new HIV infections, 0 discrimination, and 0 AIDS-related deaths.
LINEPWA is an NGO that fights HIV and stigma, and it is supported by UN agency UNAIDS. We are at the Maputo village visiting STR Health Clinic to see the impact of the positive prevention program.
Mme re fihlile STA ne kopa go botsa hore na LINEPWA mo e etsa.
Ntate lenepo mona e sebetsa ka hore ho na le project e re bitsang positive prevention. Jwale positive prevention ke phokotso ya tshwaetso ya HIV ho batho ba phelang le tshwaetso. Jwale re na le batho beo re sebetsang le bona e leng di-community facilitator se sebetsang through di-health centers moo ba tla etsa di-appointment le di-client tsa bona e le hore ba lo kopana le bona motseng kapa ba sebetsa le bona ba sebetsa ba etsa di-session tsa bona tsa manual wa bona positive prevention hana mona clinic-ing.
Mongaka o sa mphile notice a njwetsa hore atjhe ke kgathetse ke ntwe na hao ya hore kgwedi e nngwe le nngwe o tla dula o ntse go o ya bolong ka ditlhare mara ke sa o bone o kula ko go hlodile fatshe o shabane le tlhare tseno tsa hao o kgone go bona o phela ke tsona. Jwale ke a ipotsa gore na ke sa le monyenyana o le dilemong ke na le ngwana ha e se le mona a tsholo tsenanang a itse ke dula ke shabane le ditlhare tseno tsa ke tlo dula ke shabane le tsona ha ke qeta ho shabana le tsona ngwana ka o tlo phela jwang ha hona ntho a tlo phela ka yona nna hape ke tlo phela jwang ha hona ntho e tlo phela ka yona ke tlo qeteletse ke kene hape mane mo ke sa tlong re be ke a teng e re ha ntate mo a fihlang ya ka ditšhelete e be ke ekeile ke ena hape ke matha ka mora hae ka baka la ditšhelete wane se ke sa sebetsa ke
There are 35 million people living with HIV today, and some 19 million of them do not know that they have the virus. There are important gaps in our response to key groups of people. 2 out of 3 children who need treatment do not get it. Young women are particularly vulnerable in many countries with high HIV prevalence rates.
We are at the outskirts of Maseru, near one of the typical gullies that you will see when you travel throughout the country. This is caused by a serious challenge of land degradation in Lesotho. The problem of land degradation is due to a number of factors. If I may make an example, Lesotho have been practicing unsustainable land management practices for over the years. And this is resulting into the quality of water because each and every year, tons of soils get eroded. And we must remember that water is one of the important resources in this country as it's contributing significantly into the economy of the country. So in order to address the problem, UN system in Lesotho is working in collaboration with the government of Lesotho to implement initiatives that will address issues of land degradation. And an example of this initiative is the project called Sustainable Land Management, which is implemented at Semongong in the highlands of Lesotho.
UNDP and the government are working very hard on MDG 7, which is ensuring environmental sustainability. Let's see what they are doing on the ground here in Semongong.
Land degradation is one of the key challenges of this country, and therefore the UNDP and JEF finance the SLM project, Sustainable Land Management Project, which is executed by the Ministry of Forestry and Land Reclamation.
Land degradation is a very big problem in Lesotho. In that there's just so many factors contributing into that, like a lot of soil erosion leading to that, too many overstocking of livestock also contributes into that land degradation.
Mathata go kopana le ona hangata ntate ke a ho tla fumana ho hangata ha o memme pitso wa fumana ho ile batho ba fokola pele le ha o ntse o bua le batho a go tlo bua le post nyanyana fela ya batho boholo ba bona o fumana hore ha ba pele e le go ntho e o e buileng e tle be e wetse ditsebeng tse fokola le le go bo phethahatsi mo no bo tlotla bo fokola ka pa ha bo no ba teng ho ha go ba e tle be le ka go lenyanyana fela e kuleng se go se bua
bophelo ba temo ba gone bonontso bo ge gona go lema empa jalo ka batho ba neng ba lema fela ka go hloka tsebo le ona mantlwane a e hlile hona le phetoho e kgolo nakong ena e sa le re thuswa ka taba tsena go ba ka nako nngwe tlo bona gore o lakatsa go lema empa ha ona dipeo bona go le khina mokgwa go bana ba sha
tanka ena mme e haetswe morerona wa mokgatlo wa magolo tlasa paballo ya mobu le metsi me tanka ena morero wa yona ke hore re tlo nwesetsa ka yona le ho thusetsa maemong ana yeo ho bonahalang mea e mengata mme e fefola mongobo dinokwana di sala di omme pokello ena e ka mona e tlo thusetsa hore e re thusetsa le ona mohlapeng o re nang le ona.
Goal 8 of the MDGs addresses the need for partnerships. Without partnerships, none of the other development goals can be achieved. This includes development assistance from developed countries to developing countries, as well as from developing countries to developing countries in South-South cooperation. It also includes market access, investment opportunities, and access to technologies and innovation. In the case of Lesotho, in 2014, the country passed the partnership policy, which is a major step forward for a coordinated and effective development assistance and coordination in Lesotho. In addition to the partnership policy, UNDP also supported Lesotho to implement the development assistance database, which essentially is a tool to coordinate and monitor all the development assistance projects in the country, including those implemented and funded by Lesotho as well as other development partners.
Lesotho in 2011 received about $265 million in ODA alone. This ODA being used for social services including health, education, governance, and other services including the transport sector. But a bigger chunk of it went into the water and sanitation projects that we have here in Lesotho.
Look, let's congratulate government where they've done well. Telecom services in Lesotho still attract a much lower rate of VAT. It's 5% instead of the 14% on services. So that's one aspect that they've done well. If you wanted to improve access, you could actually import devices, certain types of them, particularly aimed at the schools, and set the same rate for tax. It's one of the things that could be done. It's continuing to invest in telecoms technology. Government does do that. It's a partner to VCL, to both companies, but particularly to Econet. Government has, via its shareholding, made loans available to Econet to work with us to continue to improve services.
Official development assistance in Lesotho grew considerably over the past few years. This is mainly due to support to development issues such as HIV/AIDS. However, foreign investment has more limited reach and mostly focusing on the textile sector. For Lesotho to take advantage of wider partnership opportunities, investment opportunities, access to market and technology should be the focus of MDG 8 moving forward. Achieving the MDGs requires political will and commitment. The United Nations in Lesotho is supporting the government of Lesotho to achieve these goals. In addition, Lesotho has been playing a very active role defining the post-2015 development agenda. One of the key conclusions during the consultations is that the development goals for Lesotho are still relevant, but it requires a much bigger cooperation and coordination between the national policy level and the community level, tangible, hands-on involvement for development assistance. The United Nations in Lesotho works as delivering as one.
Lesotho's progress on the MDGs has been uneven. The country is doing very well on 2 MDGs, but it is off track on the very significant ones on poverty eradication and also the ones related to health MDGs. And this is actually a serious situation. An in-depth analysis of the MDGs on what worked and what didn't work and on the lessons that we learned on the implementation of the MDGs, we feel that there is so much scope and potential for greater partnerships and collaboration with other stakeholders in the civil society, at the community level, with the private sector. MDGs is not just the business of the government or of the UN. It has to be a collaborative effort. So as we move towards the post-2015 development agenda, the new Sustainable Development Goals, we have important lessons to benefit from and work with greater synergy and collaboration in the years to come to deliver good development results in the country.
It has been an eye-opening experience traveling across Lesotho. Thanks to the UNDP, we have gotten a glimpse into the complexities and challenges involved in Lesotho meeting its commitments to the Millennium Development Goals. The MDG's deadline is upon us, and as we've seen, Lesotho has had mixed results. After meeting the men and women of different UN agencies, government ministries and civil society, I am confident that as we transition into the Sustainable Development Goals, if we work together as a nation, we can achieve remarkable results.
UNDP supported the production of this video not only to assess the status of the MDGs and looking at the way forward, but during this work, we also supported civil society and a handful of young people to develop their skills and apply innovative approaches producing this film. As a result, we hope to see these young people contribute to the achievement of the MDGs going forward.
I want to thank the United Nations Development Programme for giving me the opportunity to use my skills to make this film and travel around Lesotho to learn more about my culture. With the skills I've learned and improved from making this film, I will use them for the benefit of my people.